Hey, it's Ebony, another episode of RnB Vibes. And I'm with someone that does music a little differently. He kind of changes around the genre, and he's very lyrical, very great when it comes to his words. MvkeyyJ, what's up?
What's up?
From Dallas, right?
From Dallas, yes.
Okay, so wait, how did you get to Nashville?
Yeah.
Why would you leave Dallas? That's what throws me off. I love Nashville, but come on.
I mean, I feel like it was really a God thing.
Okay.
I grew up in Dallas. Well, actually, I was born in LA, South LA. So I was born in Pasadena, lived in Encino. That was my life. Then I moved to Texas with my family, obviously to Dallas. Grew up there, grew up in a big mega church. Like I grew up playing drums, grew up singing, dancing, like the whole thing.
Wait, you can dance too?
Not like
about that.
not like Chris Brown or nothing, but
okay,
like
can you backflip real quick for us?
Can't hit a backflip.
Okay.
If you need a backflip, I got some people that could do that.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, so I grew up in that whole life, but I wanted to do music. I wanted to make music, and at the time, Dallas just wasn't really the space for it. I also really wanted to write music. And so that was a big part of like my decision of like, man, I'm really going to do this. I feel like God has like closed every door for me in Dallas to pursue music and is like pointing me somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm going to do it. I might as well do it in my 20s and like go do it and try and make this joint happen. And so I moved here a year and a half ago and like God's just been doing stuff. And so
was it scary?
Oh yeah. Like all of my friends and family were in Dallas. Now my family lives in Arkansas, but like at the time, like everybody I ever knew was in Dallas. Like that was literally my basis of like all connections, family, friends, everything.
Yeah.
And it was hard, like leaving them, leaving family, leaving friends, leaving my church, leaving school, everything to like go pursue this thing that a lot of people were like is not a career. Like this is not a real thing.
That's people,
So it was very hard. But I feel like God, you know, nothing easy or nothing good ever comes easy. And so like that was one of the things that I felt like God really put on me. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go do it then. So
well, you've been doing it. And well, tell me, what were the challenges though when it comes to reestablishing yourself in another area? Like you've never been.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know nobody in Nashville. You didn't know who to connect to. So what were some of those challenges when it comes to being an artist and finding it out?
It was really hard because my entire life I'd been used to like I at least know somebody in the city.
Yeah.
Or I know, you know, homeboy over here, I know his mom or I know their family. Like I have somewhere to go to. Nashville was different because it was literally like, I don't know nobody here. Like I don't have no connections here.
Yeah.
At the time, I had knew, shout out to Doc Watson, Derek Minor. I knew Spencer, but I didn't know Spencer like that. But now I do. And then another dude named Aaron Dews.
Yeah.
There's 4 people I knew, but not like good enough to be like, yo, can I crash at your house? like I just knew them through social media and stuff like that. And that was it. And so moving here, it took time to get involved. But honestly, through reaching out to those people then started connecting me with more people. I started getting more friends. I literally started going to this thing called The Cove, which is a Christian nightclub. This is not an ad for them. It's just literally what happened. And I started meeting people, started getting involved. So last summer when I was first here, I would go to events and hang out with people. I'd go to music nights. I'd go play volleyball with people. Like, cause I'm also very extroverted. If I want to try and meet people, I'm going to go try and meet people. And that just kind of turned into friendships, into music relationships, into things that were very good and healthy for me. I just had no idea that was going to happen when making the decision to move here, because I was like, yo, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to be on the street. Like, I don't know anybody here. So it was really one of those like leap of faith, like I'm gonna just trust God type joints.
It's interesting to hear that you find yourself as an introvert. You don't seem like one. Is it when you're an artist doing your music, you're extrovert? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I feel like I am, which I don't know if this is a real thing. I feel like I'm introverted and extroverted.
That's real.
Like,
no, that's real.
Yeah. So I very much on stage or writing or whatever it is, like I'm out there. Like, boom, boom, boom. I can do the thing. I can talk to people, can hang out with people, I can mingle with fans, whatever it is, like I can do the thing. In my personal life, I feel like I'm starting to enjoy being introverted a lot more because of everything that comes with the exterior of like, oh, MvkeyyJ, oh, he writes, da 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 da. That's a lot of stuff. But being introverted in my personal life has just kind of been like my reprieve from everything of like, man, everybody outside on a Friday night, I'm gonna just stay in the crib. Cause Cause like also there's nothing good for me out there. Like I'm not trying to go to Broadway and be in the streets. So like there's nothing good for me out there anyways. So like I've found reprieve and it's been super healthy, especially for my mental health.
Yeah.
To just kind of be introverted sometimes of like, man, I'm gonna let people rock out. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. And I still love people. Like I still love you. Go do your thing. But I'm like, man, I just won't be there. Like I'm gonna be at the crib. I'm gonna take me a nice shower. I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna watch a movie and go to sleep, bro. Like,
you know what I find another thing interesting about you is your faith. You talk about God quite often, not only in your day-to-day life, but also in your music. And I was like looking at your music and said, is he gospel rap too?
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So this is like, I feel like the lane that I'm like carving that isn't necessarily a huge lane yet. So like, I love gospel rap, Christian rap, all of the like CCM, all of that. Like I love it. And I have a lot of friends in that. Like I grew up obviously in church. So I grew up listening to Cray, Derek Minor. Like I grew up listening to all that stuff. And that's where I got started in music. Like Derek basically took me under his wing and was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna just show you like the ropes of stuff, like him and Doc. And so I have love for every single space. I think that as I got older, there were a lot of boxes and stipulations to what you could and could not do in Christian music. And so a lot of what I went through as like a high schooler listening to this stuff, starting to make it, I was like, man, I don't feel like I can do this genre the way that they want me to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rules and a lot of ways that I'm supposed to rap about this, or I'm supposed to sing about this, or I'm supposed to say this before whatever, that like me personally, I don't want to do that. It doesn't mean that I love the Lord less. It doesn't mean that I want to see, people twerking, whatever. I just don't operate in the way that this genre says I need to operate. So moving here was crazy because it was like a reset for me. Because I was like, man, all right, God, I'm going to just trust you with like whatever it's supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be secular this, Christian that, no label this, whatever. And so now I'm of the mindset of like, man, I just make music that honors me, honors God, and honors people. Like I just make good records. Like I make excellent art.
Yeah.
Whether you want to put it on a Christian playlist, you want to put it on a twerk playlist, you want to put it on whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just want to make excellent art that represents me and what I want to represent well. And also like I just want to make music that like my parents will listen to and like people's grandmas will listen to.
Okay.
And like it's just something that like I understand there's a market for everything and you got to make everything else. But like me personally with my music, like I'm not trying to be super twerking to it. Like it's just not me. But yeah, hopefully that explains like it's like a middle lane that I'm trying to carve out of like, man, you can label me whatever you want. I just want to make excellent records. Like that's it.
Well, then what about the cuss words? Because you don't even curse in your music.
Yeah, like,
am I right?
Yeah, I don't cuss. Like I don't.
Like you are serious. Everybody's gonna bump to this. You're not gonna say no N-word,
like it's just
nothing.
For me personally, I didn't even grow up like that. Like, and I feel like a lot of music too. Like they grow up like, man, I'm gonna make hard music, but they're from the burbs, or like like or vice versa. Like they grew up in a terrible life, but they're rapping about how much money they had growing up, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna just be me, and I'm gonna do what I feel like is real to me. I wouldn't be out here dropping F-bombs and records, so I'm not gonna do that just to sell it, or like I'm not gonna put on a bajillion chains and drive a Lambo that I'm renting, because like. I don't even live like that. Like I don't follow creators that live like that. Like that's not the lifestyle that I aspire to have. So like I'm not a flex guy. I'm not like a man, I got $4 billion in my bank account. Y'all need to get like me. Like it's just not me. I really don't even cuss in real life. Like people be doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, yeah, it's cool, man. like I just don't. Like it's not for me. And it's like I have nothing against that. I understand like words are words, and then we can get into like the biblical whatever, but like it's just not me. It's never been me. I don't judge people for whatever they want to do. You could rock out, do whatever you want to do. It's just not me.
Well, what you do already is amazing. I gotta go ahead and shout out some songs, because there's some songs that I love, and I want to make sure you know about them. I told you 30K, I love that one. Of course, I like the way we played that song on RnB Vibes. Spencer Kane, can we real quick tell me this story? Because I heard about y'all doing this song in the freezing cold. Is that true?
Wait, how did you?
I swear, y'all gonna kill me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I told you it's different.
Wow. I don't know. This like, Nardwar of like, he just be knowing stuff. Wow. Yeah, we did this record. It was 20, I want to say 21 or 20 degrees outside. In I think it was like February. No. It was like before Christmas, something like that. And we had made the record, right? Like we were like, yo, this record's crazy. We got to do something for it. He was like, bro, we need a video. And I was like, man, I don't know how we gonna shoot a video because it's like mad cold outside. Yeah. Like ain't nobody trying to be in this joint. And he was like, man, we're gonna figure it out, bro. We're gonna figure it out. And so we got our homies and we were like, man, we got to find a location to where, we could do this, whatever. And they were like, man, there's a skate park. I think it's called Two Rivers or Twin River, something like that. Shout out to the skate park. We were like, oh, we could go there. It's an open public venue. Like we can go there. We can shoot the video. And we were like, when should we do it though? Cause with DSPs, we got a timeline with stuff and we got to get this video shot and content, rollouts. And he was like, man, honestly, we're going to have to do this during the winter. Like we're just gonna have to get it done. And I was like, I don't know if we can get that done, bro. Like it's gonna be freezing. Yeah. He was like, man, we gotta just do it. And so we make the flyer. We start inviting people to the shoot. People hitting us back like, hey, say twin, it's gonna be like 20 degrees that night, bro. Like, are you sure you want to do that? And I was like, we gotta get it done. We gotta get it done. And yeah, we pulled up. I kid you not, as soon as we stepped out of the cars, it was like,
yeah, no.
I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. And everybody was like, nah, we already here. So we gonna get this video done. And it was, man, it was like 20 people, something like that. And
that's good.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in that really video. Good. Like seriously, I love you guys. And we got it done. We had people helping volunteer to run lights, to hold cameras. We had people switching off because like our hands were freezing. And so like Spencer'd be like trying to shoot something and he couldn't. So then like Xander or like Sammy had a handheld VHS, like they'd come over and just hold stuff or like the skate park dipped. And so like you'd get in the little dip to like hide from the wind. Oh. And then like literally right before film, we'd all be shivering, right? And then they'd be like, all right, we're about to film. And we'd be like, all right, here we go. And then we do the take. Yeah. And as soon as it's done, we'd be back like huddled up, like shivering.
So in the video, I'm thinking that everybody's bouncing and dancing, but in reality, it's just they're just trying to get
some kind of stay hot. Like it was one of those things of like they're in the back, like, oh yeah, this is great. But like we're literally trying to stay warm and not freeze to death. Like, it was crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do for the shot. And
hey
for
man,
the song.
I hope people enjoyed that because we literally froze for that joint.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and you did it well. I love that song, and I'm just so happy that it came out perfectly.
Wow, thank you.
Spencer Kane was a great person to collab with for
He's my guy.
Yeah, I think that it's just so cool to just see two different worlds of music coming together in a sense, and y'all did it beautifully. So that one, and I want to also talk about the song Circles. I have to talk about that one just because the mental health behind it.
Yeah.
I wrote out something in particular. It says, I overthink, lose myself all the time. Was there a situation that led to you writing this song?
I don't know if there was a specific situation. I just feel like my life in general, like I do that. Like I consistently overthink things. Yeah. I am a perfectionist first off. So like very much I'm always like aesthetic things. I'm like, I got to do this. I got to do this. Or like if I'm writing something or even if I'm driving somewhere, like how I place my hand on the wheel or like how a song is queued up. I hate the crossfading into songs. Like I have to play the entire song and then the next song starts. So like it's just things like that I'm a perfectionist at, or I have like OCD on or whatever it is. So then when it comes to situations in my life of like, oh man, like let's say I'm talking to this girl and like I feel like it should be this way, or I feel like it shouldn't be this way. I'm overthinking everything as soon as something's said. Or like, if I have a friendship that I'm like, oh man, I really feel like I should have handled this better. And they could be like, nah, bro, you're good. Like we already handled it, whoop-de-whoop, whatever it is. I'm gonna go back and be like, nah, but did I say this wrong? Yeah. Did I do this wrong? And then in turn, I'm sitting there thinking about that thing for however many hours. Vice versa, that person is like, yo, we already like handled that, bro. Like we're good. And a lot of the times I'll carry that stuff into other situations or into other friendships, relationships, whatever it is. So like I struggled for a long time with like past hurt, past trauma, past everything that I was like overthinking, still harping on whatever it was. that people that had either gone through those things with me or that I had been through them with, whatever it was, were already like, yo, like, we're good. Like, we don't have any beef. We don't have any problems. Like, we're good. And I'm like, I hear you,
but in reality,
but I don't hear you.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's one of those things that like God's been working on me of like taking people at their word, like for real. And then if they have some ulterior motives, whatever, that's on them. Like I can't, if they're like, we're good and we're actually not good, you said we was good. So
it's over with.
So it's over with. Like I'm trying to be more of like, all right, like, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Like
give yourself grace. Give yourself grace.
Yeah. So that's kind of where that song came from. Just an amalgamation of like my life, how I handle things. And I was like, man, I'm just make a record and just, be real. So
I'm curious if anybody, your listeners, fans, reach out to you about that particular project.
Yeah. I had an entire article written up about it, about like, shout out to Eric in Dallas. He has he works for a magazine called Tongue Tied, and they did a write-up on it, just talking about like, speaking about mental health, especially in like hip hop, R&B is like not a super popular thing. And to be like real about it and not point the blame at other people.
Yeah.
Just be like, I do this. Like I personally deal with this. And like, I go through these circles. Like I go through these cycles of like, I'm good, then I'm not good. Or I feel this way, then I don't feel that way. Like just a repeating cycle. And then, I had fans DMing me stuff of like, yo, I play this song, for my mom who deals with X, Y, and Z, or like, I feel like this song relates to me because of this certain thing. And I'm like, for me personally, it's really, I don't know, it's really cool to be able to create something that has an impact on somebody more than just like buy some tickets to my show or like stream my song.
Yeah.
Like, I think all those things are great. And I think you should promote, your stuff, your music, whatever. But like, having an impact on people, having something that actually has meaning and substance.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's why I got into it. And that's why I also write. Like, I think it's important. Like, I think what you're saying matters. I think melodies are important. I think, the concept of things are important. And I just want to use that gift that God's given me and like steward it well, because I know for this exact reason, I know people are listening. Like, I know people are literally like, he dropped. I'm going to listen to this and see what he said. Or I want to see like, oh, he said he doesn't cuss. Like, let's see. Like, did he all of a sudden switch up and do, he making twerk music now? Like, you never know. But like, I don't know. I think a lot of people like that record, and I'm glad they like that record, because it was kind of weird to make, but I'm glad.
It's beautiful. I think that it's a record you listen to and you get peace from, you get clarity from. And I think that you said something very perfectly. It's the fact that you have a platform. You're an artist. People are listening to your music. They're seeing your walk, your talk, and your journey and being inspired by it. So how are you able to leave some kind of residue of love, faith, peace, grace, something that's going to be leaving a longevity kind of situation with them, something long term, and that's what you do. So I'm so happy that you take your platform and you take it in a very serious way.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to get more tracks like that from you? I know now you just dropped Honey 2 times.
Yeah. That one was a little
different.
Yeah, a little summer bop we did. Shout out to Caleb.
Yeah.
That one. Funny enough, I wrote that one like when I was in a relationship, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be perfect," and then we ended up breaking up. So,
it happens like that.
So it is what it is, man. I told you, I'm gonna be real. It is what it is. So I'm working on an album, debut album right now, and funny enough, one of the main producers on it is in town right now, so gonna go work with him tonight. To answer your question, yes, there's gonna be introspective, there's gonna be hype, there's gonna be storytelling, there's gonna be all the things. I think with the album, I can't say the title, I can't say anything like that. But
nothing at all. No release date. Nothing.
I can't say release date. All I can say is we're exploring an idea of what would it look like if everything you ever did to reach that one goal didn't matter. What would it look like if you got to the point in your life to where, wow, I'm finally fill in the blank, right? I finally made the $1 million. I finally got the car. I finally got the girl. I finally got whatever it is. What if you get there and it doesn't matter? You're not fulfilled and you're alone.
I'm scared.
And so I think it's gonna be a very interesting concept. And actually, I don't think I've said this anywhere. So shout out to y'all. Shout out. I don't think
this is exclusive.
Exclusive. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. But there will be more records like Circles talking about my mental health, talking about my view of things, talking about honestly, there's a record on there. There's a record on there.
You want to say so
I want to
bad.
say it.
It's okay.
I want to say it, but I know Jack is gonna see this and be like, boy. But yeah, I'm excited about that on the album. But there's a couple more singles that we're gonna put out just to create a little bit more momentum. You know the whole plan and roll out and stuff like that.
Is there gonna be a release party?
There will be a release party. Actually, what I can say, we are gonna play some of the records from the album live.
Oh,
we are going to do a show. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be this year in the fall. It's gonna be exciting. We've got 3 phenomenal artists that are gonna be direct support. It's gonna be here in town in Nashville.
Oh, I gotta get my ticket.
Oh yeah. This is like early. This is like the early promo. But yeah, we're gonna do a show. It's gonna be great. We're gonna play some of the album there. We're gonna have some experiences. We're gonna have just different things you wouldn't expect at a show because we want to be intentional with like what we're doing there. But yeah, also we're not gonna be price gouging. We're not gonna be taxing. It's gonna be like, look, these joints is mad cheap. So pull up. I'm telling you, like, I understand because I'm also broke. Like, I get it. Like, I'm gonna be like, look, these joints is mad cheap.
Okay.
So if you can't pay no $5 to $10 to pull up, come on, man. I know you got that.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But you'll hear Circles and records off the album that got that feel to it and stuff.
I'm be mad at myself. I don't ask these last 2 questions to you.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you one: the importance of a team and having a good team. It seems like you found a team that actually supports you, understands who you are as an artist and as a person, who does not want to change you for some type of agenda.
Yeah. I think the last thing you said is really important. Like, they don't want to change me. I think a lot of people start to work with other people and then they're like, you should do this. Or like, we're going to change this and tweak this here to market this. And like, not once have I been told, hey, you should do this or we're going to make you do blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think that having a team is very important because it also feels like I don't have to carry the weight of everything alone. It is also, it's hard sometimes because I am a perfectionist and I overthink a lot of things. So like, a record is my baby, right? And to like hand that off to people, even to like, mixing, shout out to Tony, or like, mastering, shout out to Calvin. I'm like, I hear you, but I like, can I do this? And they're like, yo, like, this is what I do. Like, trust me. Yeah. And so it's really a lesson in trust. It's a lesson in, letting people do their jobs. I know, like, so my manager, Jack, shout out Jack Johns, and Trip is amazing. They were really big on like, yo, bro, you focus on music, focus on the art, focus on being a creative, focus on all of that. We will worry about getting you in the rights. We'll worry about getting you in the rooms, worry about the shows, worry about all that stuff. And so I've been with Jack for about 4-ish months and then Trip for about a month and a half. Those last few months have been super like freeing because, man, if there's an issue, I just give it to them. If there is, oh, this record needs to go here, I'm trying to get this record to this artist or whatever it is, I just give it to them.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things of like having that managerial support is so important. Obviously in the time that it makes sense, like I had to do a lot of work, on my own to build stuff. And then to where I had something to give to someone to steward. Like, you can't ask, a label or whatever to like, yo, can you start my fire and give me gasoline and all this stuff. They're like, yo, give us a spark, like give us something so we can like accelerate that. But yeah, having that, on the business side, but then also the creative side of like, like Isaiah Leroy, Aaron Dews, Sam Illy, like producers, people that I'm working with that are mixing, mastering, just doing the literal like groundwork of like, Circles doesn't happen, or I Like the Way doesn't happen without these guys.
Yeah.
Or like, I can only do so much myself, but to have people that are experts in what they do come in and be like, yo, I hear it. Let's try this. Yo, let's do this. I mean, even dudes like Spencer been doing it. And he's like, yo, I love this, bro. Like, let's try this note here. Like, let's hit this note here. Let's do X, Y, and Z. That it's like, yo, this song is better because I trusted people to be like, you know what, G, you know what you're talking about. I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a team is very, very important. And I'm just honored. I literally say this to the guys all the time. Just honored to be here. Like
I love
I'm
that.
glad people are rocking with me. So yeah.
Yeah, any advice to artists out there that are having problems when it comes to trusting people and
Oof.
trying not to take the easy route and just take whoever they can and end up falling into bad situations?
Yeah. No business. Um, if you know the business of music business,
Mm,
um, you're gonna save yourself a lot of time, a lot of trouble, a lot of money. I think a lot of people get caught up in like, I want to sign a record deal. I want to be, on a label. I want to sign distro. I want a pub deal. But like, people are not understanding what comes with those deals. Like a lot of the times, the people that are signing those things are already generating X amount of many dollars themselves, or they have a team themselves. They're just looking for financial backing, or they're
yeah.
looking for marketing, or whatever they're looking for, especially in today's day and age. If you're on the street begging for a record deal, you are going to get a 20/80, you get 20.
Yep.
They're going to advance you 20 grand
Mm-hmm.
that you're never going to recoup because your songs aren't going to do anything. You don't have a fan base, you don't have connections, you don't have any of this stuff. And I think people think it's like this, genie in a bottle of like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, if I sign to Atlantic, then my life will be
Dun, 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 magic.
I'm
Yeah,
magic. It
yeah.
doesn't
It's not
work
working
that
like that.
way.
Yeah.
And so like advice, definitely study business. Like, and I'm not saying you need to be an entertainment lawyer, but
No,
like
but know your paperwork. Know what you're signing.
know what a sunset clause is. Like that's the easiest thing in the world. Like know what a distro deal is. Like
Mm,
know what these things are. So that way when you're in the room and you finally get that opportunity to meet with that A&R, to meet with that manager, whatever, and they're like, hey, this is what we want to offer. You can read over it, especially if you don't have a lawyer or anything at the time. You're like, I know what these key terms mean.
yeah.
I think I want to push back on this. I want a different split, whatever it is. I would also say, really just like hone in on what you want to be about. Like, I think a lot of people are just making stuff and they don't know who they are.
Whew, that's
Um,
true. That's very true.
and it's one of those things of like, sure, test the algorithm, just throw stuff at the wall, see, what works. But if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what you are grounded on,
Mm-mm.
if you don't know, like at the end of the day, if music and everything goes away, like I know that God loves me and my identity is not in what I make, but my identity is in whose I am. So like
Ooh, that was
that's
good.
but it's real though. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not concerned with like, man, I need to be Drake.
Mm.
Like, because like I just don't think that like if all this goes away, like I still know the Lord loves me. And so I think people need to figure out what they're about before they start trying to push this narrative of like, I put out music and I'm a trapper, or like I put out music and I'm this hot girl singer, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Yeah.
but are you? Like, what are you when all the music stops, when the lights turn off, when like you don't have makeup on, when you don't got them 40 billion chains on? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you about? And I think once you can like sit with yourself in silence and be like, I actually struggle with this, 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 this. I don't know this, 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 and be okay with recognizing like, dang, man, I got to work on some stuff. Then at that point, I feel like you're in a position to give something to the world, because I feel like music is important because we're literally giving pieces of ourselves to the world to consume, which makes it hard because then you're like, I hope they love it. Because if they don't, you're like, oh, they hate me.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't know who you are, if you're just making stuff to make stuff, it's like you're giving the world nothing.
You
Like
are.
you don't know who you are. You're giving them empty promises. It's like giving a kid a box that's wrapped up. Like there's a present and the kid's like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. They open it. It's just air.
Mm.
Cause you're like, I made it look pretty. Like I put a rollout on it. I
Mhm.
put a cover art on it. I went and did a video for it, but there's no substance in this. Like there's nothing in this box for you. I'm literally lying to your face. I'm saying, buy this, stream this, go to this show.
Yeah.
But when you get there, it's just empty. There's nothing there. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can do as an artist if you're coming up, whatever. I'm still coming up, so I'm like figuring all this stuff out too. But also have fun. Like literally what I was saying earlier, I'm the chillest dude ever. I try and have fun. Like if you don't enjoy, your first time getting to do something, or like your first time going somewhere, like, oh my gosh, I'm in a label. Like the first time I stepped in a label, I literally like freaked out because I was like, I'm like actually in a label.
Yeah.
Like, don't play the nonchalant card. Like, oh, this is so whatever. Like, no, be excited, have fun. When you meet people, be respectful. Be like, wow, like I really am a fan. Like, I love your stuff. This is an honor to meet you. Like, it's okay to be, happy about this stuff. Like, people make it seem like it's not that cool, but it is really cool. Like, you're getting to live your dream. Like, God is letting you live the things that you prayed about. So, like, I don't know. I think all in all, have fun, learn the business, know who you are and what you're about, and just enjoy it. Yeah.
Y'all gotta have you come back.
Yeah,
I'm not getting nothing but the word right now. I'm sitting here like tears and notes, and I'm like, do I need to take my? You know your stuff.
I just like, I feel like it is very important to be about like what you're talking about and just like know who you are. Like I literally, this is gonna sound cheesy, but it ain't no cap in my rap, bro. Like I'm gonna rap about stuff that like I actually live or that I want or that I do. Like I'm not finna get on a record and be like, I got 4 Lambos and da da da. Like that's not me, bro. Like I'm gonna talk about how I struggle with mental health, and I'm gonna talk about how I want a girlfriend. I'm gonna talk about, you know, I went to 10 Roof with this person and they started tweaking out. Like I'm gonna talk about real life, because like I want to be the artist that you can play for people that you're like, yo, this dude's real. Like it's just, it's dope, it's catchy, it's real, and you know, you can play for everybody. So
and hashtag no cap in my rap.
Hashtag no cap in my rap.
That was iconic. That was a moment for me.
Hopefully that was good. I don't know. That sounded like one of them cheese bars.
I loved it. No, I think it was perfect. All right, guys. This man is incredible. And I got more songs I want you to make sure y'all go and check out. I have to shout out Wells Fargo. That was a good one. Fashion, Stand on It was great. Oh, and Show You Off. That's another one.
That's a sleeper.
Yeah, that's so good. It's so good.
That is such like that's a deep cut. Sheesh. That's a sleeper. That's one of those ones that like, once again, I wrote it in the vein of like, yeah, like I want to show my girl off. And it just didn't work. But
you know what? These failed relationships, we're going to have to come talk about that again.
Yeah,
we're going to have to have you come
cut the mic.
Can you please come back and say this? I love your music, 100%. And I think that you are such a sound person, and definitely someone like the listener can be inspired by. And I hope that someone that's watching right now is able to catch your wave and ride it on through, because you are someone to watch. Tell them how they can connect with you.
Oh man, anywhere on any platform, MvkeyyJ, MvkeyyJ. I'm also in Nashville around, so if you see me anywhere, you want to hang out or you want to just grab coffee or chit chat, whatever it is. If you're not weird, we can hang out. But if you are weird, then please don't hit me up.
Don't hit me up. But you know, he actually is very serious about that too, the whole coffee thing. Because it threw me off when he asked me for it, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what you talking about? So I appreciate the honesty of that. He is so genuine and so sweet. Check him out, follow him, and of course, we're playing his music, and he's gonna come right back. He's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get more lines like no rap and
no cap in my rap. It's mandatory.
Yes, I love it. I'm gonna get a shirt, okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Y'all, please make sure you stay tuned for more RnB Vibes. I'm MvkeyyJ right here on 92Q.